My name's Hajat Muhidin Sonosi. I come from SPEC, that is Slum Peace and Empowerment Center. So basically what we do is like our name suggests. We do empowerment, peace, we do mentorship in regards to women and young girls. We do sensitization in creating awareness to safety in public transport. We do peace building in the community in areas of Makina and Lake.
My name is Sharon Rispa Wandei from Feminists for Peace, Right and Justice Center. My role is Program Officer.
My name is Sharon Omolo from Making a Difference Sisters. My role in Making a Difference Sister is a peer mentor. I do at least have conversation with my fellow peers. Yeah, I also educate them and also act as a role model to them.
My name is Flavio Mio from Women Beyond Borders. I'm a mentor, facilitator. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Alice Atieno Okondo, raised and born in Kibera, Kisumu. I'm a mother. I'm also a volunteer at Feminist Center, based in Kisumu. In Feminist Center, we have different organizations. We deal with different organizations. We deal with GBV.
Hello, my name is Abby Susan from Kibera Initiative, and I'm a girls advocate at Kibera Initiative and also safety ambassador.
Naitwa Yvonne Lepesa Luova, natoka SPEC. Actually SPEC, mimi nafanya mentorship na tuko pia tunafanya GBV, peace.
Majina yangu ni Lucy Wanjiru kutoka Mad Sisters. My position in Mad Sisters ni chair lady of women, Jewish women group. What we do in Mad Sisters, we have teens girls from the age of 13 to 17.
Kwa majina ni Violet Tuzu kutoka Divisha Foundation. Divisha Foundation ni shirika ambalo linashughulika na afya ya akili. We provide sufficient support to the women and girls in Kibera.
Hi, my name is Marina Tieno from Divisha Foundation. So Divisha basically is a women and youth-led organization that deals with mental health.
My name is Lillian Simi from Awoche Foundation, which is a Gapi Women and Child Empowerment Foundation. We work with women and girls, and our areas of focus are maternal health. We also have a program for teenage girls. We also have a program for economic empowerment for women.
Hi, I'm Juliet Ochieng, the co-director of Feminists for Peace, Right and Justice Center. I am also a student pursuing security management in policing studies.
Hi, my name is Rispa Kinyi. My interest and expertise is in working with community to understand the different needs of men and women we serve and engaging them through a participatory approach and design thinking to create context-responsive solutions. My role is Gender and Community Engagement Coordinator at Tunapanda Community Network. The COVID-19 pandemic disproportionately affected women, especially those from economically and socially disadvantaged communities such as Kibera, one of the largest informal settlements in Nairobi, Kenya. Implementation of partial lockdown and curfew have added more responsibilities such as caregiving, homeschooling, and economic burden. COVID-19 responses are largely online, excluding the unconnected majority of women, not just from access to the internet, but also the much needed information and services that affect livelihood, education, and health. For Grassroot women human rights defenders, the pandemic adversely affected the way they defend, promote, and protect rights. Challenges such as lack of access to the internet and devices, as well as digital skills, have slowed or completely halted their intervention. This has forced them to find alternative ways to mobilize and defend human rights. Tunapanda Community Network is working towards promoting the active participation of grassroots women in the online space. The Grassroot women-led activist group advocating for different issues such as sexual reproductive health, menstrual hygiene, mental health, gender-based violence, good governance. Most grassroots activist groups are not tech savvy, as I mentioned earlier. Hence, they lack the necessary digital acuity to move their advocacy efforts online. Consequently, they are left behind. For example, the feminist groups we trained had more than they needed. Most of the grassroots women-led activist groups don't know how to move their advocacy efforts online. Hence, they are left behind. For example, the research we did last year, 80% of the women were not able to use social media, for example, WhatsApp, to advocate for their work online. The key takeaways were grassroots women-led activist groups are left behind because of the gender digital divide due to, number one, lack of access to the internet, especially at their centers, lack of digital skills and understanding on how to translate their work online given the pandemic, and also online gender-based violence. Some of the solutions that came from this were, number one, skill training on online privacy and safety, and also digital advocacy. Number two was to create online safe spaces where women can be free to talk about some of the things that affect them online. Also open source tools for advocacy, as this was important, especially for feminists and activists. The lastly was encouraging women to be more of content creators other than just being content consumers. For example, creating podcasts and videos that relates or that showcase the realities on ground.
Hi everyone, my name is Trila Osimbo, an assistant gender coordinator at Napanda in Olympic Estate in Kibera. So today we'll talk about ADRF training that we conducted 2 weeks ago at our center. While mapping for this center, we contacted one feminist center that we had previously worked with, and they referred us to 6 other feminist centers. So while doing research for these centers, we ended up with more centers that had interest in the ADRF training. So in total, we had 20 centers that wanted to be trained on ADRF aspects, but we had a challenge because we could only work with 7 as a result of COVID-19 protocols, and the center could only host a capacity of 7 organizations. And so the first time for most of the feminists to attend digital rights and safety training. So they had knowledge on human rights, but didn't have knowledge on digital rights and safety and its online translation. Another aspect is there are several cases of online gender-based violence within Kibera, but the feminists do not know how to report these cases or even where to report the cases. Finally, another major issue is safety and security, because most participants also didn't have the knowledge on how to be safe online. Apart from that, we also had security and safety that came up as a major issue, because most of the feminists do not have knowledge on how to stay safe online, or even are not aware of the settings or different applications that they use on a daily basis, which is very important. Together with the women, we produced a podcast, and apart from that, we also produced a comic strip that has information on the basic components of the training and also how that translates to their daily work. So from this knowledge gained, the women have been able to train youth, girls, and the women that we work with in the different spaces. I'll say on online gender-based violence. They've trained on privacy and security. They also trained on feminism and different principles of feminism. The selection process of the centers was well executed, and this allowed diversity and representation of all the 13 villages in Kibera. So in this process, visits and research was conducted to carefully select the 7 organizations to meet the project's objectives. So in the end, we had 7 organizations that were selected. And these are one feminist center in Katwekera, Nivisha Foundation in Karanja, Awase Foundation in Olympic, Beyond Borders in Lindi, Making a Difference in Karanja, SPEC in Salama, and Kibera Joy in Ayani.
Women, and especially from economically and socially disadvantaged communities, have the right to gain and use knowledge of digital tools, platforms, and applications to contribute and express ideas, challenges, and shape opinions so as to influence society now and society to come in adapting digital rights.
In conclusion, this was a great start. Very educational, informative sessions. And because of the demand, we hope to conduct more such trainings within Kibera. So this I would like to say thank you to CPESA for this great opportunity.
Our girls, they don't have smartphones and also internet. Yeah, getting internet in the slum areas, someone would think of buying food or buying internet. So that is a challenge.
Educate the girls on digital, maybe how they can, basic information on how to use computers or phones, smartphones, yes, or provide internet to school so that it's easy for the students to access.
We now realize how powerful the digital space is and the different activities that happen online, because currently the world is a digital space, and we need to look into how are we growing from just doing things locally and also embracing our programs, embracing technology while doing our programs.
We've learned that everyone has a right, whether a child, whether an old woman, anyone has a right online and also in real life.
For all these days that I've been here at Tunapanda Institute, it has been amazing. It has been a learning experience and an enlightening experience. For example, I didn't know about the feminist internet, how you can have a feminist internet, but through Tunapanda Institute, I've been aware that we can have a feminist internet, and also just in our work, in applying our work, we can advocate for an internet that accommodates us as feminists, and just highlighting our plights and all the experiences that we have. I've also been aware of the rights of the digital rights, which I didn't know before. This has been an experience that I know I'm going to apply at a personal level and also at the organization and at community and at the community at large. It is an opportunity to also educate the community on their digital rights and advocate digitally.
Naweza plan vitu zangu kwa spreadsheet things, and venye pia tunaweza secure data zetu within our organization
Experience kwa training imekuwa poa, because especially kwa mimi nilikuwa naogopa story na IT, kwa sasa nimegetiwa challenge, nimegetiwa courage, hata nikisema nafanya story na com.
That from data collection, at least hapo kwa kutumia data, at least imeniempower kama mse mwenye natumia data za watu, nahitaji information kutoka kwa wase, that at least ni handle data za watu with a little bit of care,
and I've been to Tunapanda institution. It has really trained me a lot on digital advocacy. I've learned a lot. I learned about feminist principle, And I want to thank Tunapanda for this opportunity, because not everyone in the community can access to this opportunity, but they have given us the chance to come and learn. So my experience has been great in regard to the capacity building that we've gotten from TupandaNet. So more so in advocating for OGPV, digital advocacy, issues of online security, use of social media, how we can amplify our work through the positive use of social media. So we've gained a lot of knowledge in regards to that. And moving forward as an organization, we'll be able to use on what we're capacitated for.
Experience yangu imekuwa poa sana, nafurahi penye tumemingo pamoja na tukajuana na tuka work pamoja, at least kuna improvement kidogo pale.
Na nzuri because hapo mwanzo ndio tulikuwa tuna deal na girls wanakuwa tu sanitary towels wanaenda, but sasa nimeona katika hizi vikundi zetu hatutategemea sana ati kama hao watoto kupatiwa. Tukifanya biashara yetu, at the end of the day tunajua wasichana wetu kama wakirudi shule tunaulizwa sanitary towels tunaweza pata vipi na tunaweza wasaidia vipi.
In the community, I need to know about the rights, and now we have social media, and most of the time we get most of the activities that we do, maybe they are online. So when you know about digital rights or online gender-based violence, you are in a much better position to help the victims and defend them, and also identify the perpetrators of the online gender-based violence, and among other things that take place in the internet. And also, in general, I now know more about the digital world, the online spaces, and how to protect our devices, our information, because we deal with very many people in the community, and you get most of the people that you are trying to help, they have so many issues that need to be kept private. So through this training, I know how to protect their data and the information so that outside people cannot access.